Skip is a fantasy hater. Matthew Berry is the ruler of all things fantasy. Convince Skip it's time for him to join a fantasy baseball team.
And good luck.
Listen, it's fun. It's fun. You're not anti-fun, Skip.
Oh, no, I'm not.
All right, then, listen. And you're a sports fan, right? Of course.
Hardcore.
Of course. The great thing about fantasy sports is it gives you a rooting interest in every single game. Fantasy baseball. I'm an Angels fan. I lived in L.A. for 15 years. I'm always going to watch the Angels and root for them. But, you know, I'm watching SportsCenter. Do I really care about the A's and the Royals game?
Maybe.
Yes, I do, because I have Matt Holliday and Coco Crisp on my fantasy team. It gives you a rooting interest in every single game. It makes you pay attention to the sport more. You understand it more.
He already has an interest in every single game, though. He watches everything.
Yeah, but it gives you a rooting interest. There's a difference between just a knowledge interest and a rooting interest. We like to root, whether it's a game show for the guy to get the girl. We like to root, and now it's a chance to root for your own team. Competition, okay? Every day, Skip, you try to prove how smart you are right here.
And I do.
Yeah,
and I
he does like that part.
Yeah, well, I think the jury's out on that some days. But anyway, listen.
Nice.
But the point here is, Skip, is that you get to prove quantifiably, hey, I'm smarter than you. I put together a better team than you, and it's also camaraderie, okay?
And Jemele loves it, too.
I don't like fantasy baseball.
But you love fantasy football. She texts me every Sunday morning. She texts me every Sunday morning. And I'll tell you this, you stay in touch with friends that you wouldn't normally. Next weekend, I'm flying back to College Station, Texas, where I grew up for the 25th annual auction of the Fat Dog Rotisserie League. And I'm 8 of the original 12 members. I'm in touch with those guys that I never would have. And finally, it's free, Skip. It's free on ESPN.
Oh, well, that's all I need.
Come on now.
Come on, Skip. That was compelling.
I am a hardcore sports fan. I make no excuse for that.
Sure.
And I don't need an excuse to watch baseball. I love baseball. I do watch 4 or 5 games a night. But guess what? I actually care about which team wins. I care about the best teams. By August, when the Nationals are out of it, won't care what Christian Guzman, that he's driving in his 50th run or stealing his 10th base. Because,
why not?
Because I don't care. I'll care that the Red Sox are leading the American League East by 3 games over Tampa Bay and 6 games over the Yankees. That's all I care about, and I'm proud of that because I am philosophically opposed to fantasy.
Well,
I deal in reality right
but
here.
Listen, if you fill out a tournament, right, you went to Vanderbilt. If Vanderbilt made the NCAA bracket and they go to the final, you're rooting for Vandy to win it all.
That's a whole different story.
Right, but you now have an interest in every other game because you filled out a bracket.
No, I don't have interest in games. I have interest in obscure players who are on my fantasy team.
He'll never do it.
That's not true.
I don't need that excuse.
The people that don't like fantasy, the people that have never tried it, it's like a Springsteen concert.